So I'm going to get you just to stand and first of all mobilize the shoulders, especially if they are stuck in that forward position. We want to drop them back so they sit at the back of the shoulder girdle. So take some big stretches up and back. And as you're doing this rotation with slightly soft knees, see if you can wriggle your jaw as well. Make a bit of noise. Wriggle your jaw. Notice how much tension you are holding in your jaw. Like so. Lovely. Couple of those big circles so that the shoulders can just slide down your back. Now drop your head. Feel that stretch in the back of your head. Drop your shoulders and then roll the whole of your shoulder girdle around in a circle. Nice big massaging circle, so that we can start to get some movement in that thoracic part of our spine, right where the diaphragm is, so right where we get stuck. One direction, other direction, big slow circles. Let your shoulders drop, lift, slide, drop, lift, slide. Beautiful. And then coming all the way back up again. Hands on hips and big circles with the pelvis. Take some nice long smooth breaths, and as you breathe in, see if you can imagine your breath is pouring down into your lower belly and then spreading out here underneath the armpits where your ribs are, and then lastly up towards your clavicles. Nice big circles. If you want to create more space for that breathing, take the arms up and out. Shoulders are down. A little bit of activation through the upper back muscles. One direction, other direction. Nice big hip circles. This gets good vascular flow around our pelvic organs and just kind of loosens everything up. That's the way. I'm going to get you to do some swishes now. So take your fingers nice and wide. Drop your shoulders down your back and stretch your fingertips out as you press your hands through space. Bending the knees, extending the knees. This is like a little reboot for the computer. All the nerves of the body connect into the spine. And we're just kind of rinsing the spine here as we create this lovely gentle twist. Imagine you're pushing your hands around in water, maybe a lovely aquamarine sea if you were on holiday. Lovely big breath. Good. Bring it back, take all the weight into one leg and come up onto your other toes, and then bring the knee in and take your hands in the opposite direction in a swish with the hands. So it's an Elvis twist, bringing the knee in. So what this does, it mobilizes the muscles, the rotator muscles around the hip joint. So if you are finding you get stiff hips, lower back pain, this is a really, really good one to do. Swirling, swirling, and other direction. Weight through that standing leg. Make sure you're not pushing into the front of your foot. Make sure your weight is in the heel, and then we're just bringing the knee across the midline. Swish, swish, swish. That's it. Beautiful. Now, come into a goddess or God stance with your feet slightly out, hands just above your knees like so. If standing isn't so comfortable, you could always just slide your sitting bones onto the edge of your chair here. We're going to drop one shoulder, look over the other shoulder. Breathe into the center, drop the other shoulder. Good, breathe in, now go ha as you breathe out. Breathing in, ha as you breathe out. Sigh the breath out as you drop the shoulder, mobilizing the upper back. Imagine you're squeezing out tension, just like you might squeeze out dirty water from a mop. Squeeze. That's it. Now come back and lift your tail behind you. So you're spreading your sitting bones and draw your shoulders away from your ears. Breathing in here and then breathe out to round your back, bringing your tummy button towards your spine and pushing your shoulders up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, shoulders slide down, tail lifts. Breathe out to round. Breathe in, cat and cow, but in a standing position. Breathing out. Great just to mobilize as well. Get rid of that stiff lower back. Breathing in, breathing out. Now this time, as you breathe in, leave your sitting bones behind you and then just swish your hips from side to side. Imagine you have a tail and you're just swishing your tail from side to side, showing it off, showing it off, showing it off. That's it. Swish. Now make the swish a little bit longer and slower. So we start to stretch into these inner thigh muscles, these adductor muscles. I'm going to get you to pause on this side, pull your toes back, keep your sitting bones lifted behind you, keep this knee on top of your heel so that you're not dropping it in or pushing it out too much. You're getting a good stretch here on these adductors. When they become really tight, it affects pelvic floor function, it affects lower back. So we want to make sure that these guys get a regular stretch. Like so, give them a rub. And let's just take that shoulder up and back as well. Oh, get a bit of a twist through this mid-back area. And swap to the other side, so lifting tail, lifting toes, rub the inner thigh. Here we go. Rub, 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 rub. And let's just lift that elbow as well. Very good. Push the floor away, slowly come up, roll those shoulders and then interlace your hands and place your hands behind your head. I'm going to get you to take your feet so they are parallel and about hip width apart. Push down and slightly out so you can feel your inner arches lifting and you can feel a bit of activation through your outer thigh muscles and into your bum. Draw the base of the ribcage in, so we're not flaring here. And I'm going to get you to do the opposite of the head poke. So start with the head poke and then pull your chin in. Give yourself a double chin and press the head into your interlaced hands. And then let your head drop forward again and then pull it back. Now you don't want to drop your head too much. Imagine you have a little egg just underneath your chin here. So you don't want to squash the egg. We're just putting our chin straight back. So push your head forward and then straight back. Let it drop forward and then straight back. Forward one more time, straight back. Pause here. Now imagine you are a kitten and a mother cat has just picked you up by the scruff of the neck. That's the sensation we want to have to get our head stacking on top of our neck correctly. Elbows back now and shoulders sliding down. Elbows back, shoulders sliding down. We've created lots of space here so we can breathe diaphragmatically. So spend these next couple of moments slowing and stretching your breath, letting the breath pour down as you inhale. Stretch right out here and then up towards your chest last of all. And as you breathe out, it's almost like water pouring out of a vase. You're starting from the top and then emptying right down towards the bottom of the lungs. Stretching those ribs out to the side as you breathe. Keep the elbows back, the shoulders sliding down your back. Nice loose jaw. Give it a wriggle. Good, one more. Fantastic. Slide one hand down your thigh, other hand up and over, lateral stretch. So we want to fan the ribs out to the side, get into the intercostal muscles between the ribs and breathe nice and deeply here. Good. Slide the hand down but leave the head where it is for a moment. Just get a stretch into the neck and then bend the knees and slowly draw your head back up again. Take that on the other side, sliding down with the hand, up and over with the other hand. Good. Breathing into the side. So it feels like you are focusing your breath on that right lung. And then taking the hand down, getting a nice stretch into the neck area. Always bend the knees. I'm just going to drop my head this time and slowly roll it up. Now we can use